Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Alan and welcome back to the channel. I'm standing here in my YouTube studio. I cleaned everything out. This is the studio that I use for Mr. Z's music lessons and also some tools and tech videos. But we're going to turn this room into an awesome studio. Let me give you guys a look around the room, tell you what we're going to do. Today I'm going to focus on repainting this room. As you notice, this room is kind of like a white color, sort of an off-white. If you look at the ceiling, you can see that's like an actual white, and this is an off-white color. But I made quite a few mistakes whenever I painted this room, and I didn't realize it. So apparently, whenever you're using a room for like video recording, you want a flat paint that doesn't reflect any, sorry about the focus there, that doesn't reflect any light, basically. So this has like a sheen to it. So our new paint is going to be a flat paint. It should help with that. With this kind of white reflective paint, we just have light kind of bouncing everywhere, and it's hard to control where you want the light. So the new studio is going to be like a totally different vibe. This one's kind of like light and airy. I know it's not light in here right now because there's like no lights on. But the new studio is going to be painted a very dark color. So this is going to be like a dark gray, and it's a flat paint, so we won't have that issue of like light bouncing everywhere. So we're going to start on painting. I'm going to start cutting in here in just a minute. You guys may also notice we did a few kind of small things in here. If you guys have watched my videos over the past few weeks, I replaced these closet doors. My dad helped me with that, and these. So these are like an actual white, so those are going to stay just like that, painted that way. And I just like the way these look. They add a little more texture. And I moved my camera setup around for my like tutorial videos, so kind of the angle you guys see is like this right here. So you can see those doors in the shot. All right, I taped everything off. I think we're ready to get started. Main step today is painting. We need to also paint the baseboards. I won't do that today just because we're gonna tear this carpet out of here. So whenever the carpet is gone, maybe in like a month or two, I'll just paint the baseboards then whenever the carpet's out of the way. All right, enough talking, let's get to work. I just finished cutting in. Now we're about to break out the roller and really put some paint on the walls. But yeah, all the painting in is done. Also, we're totally gonna have to do 2 coats since this like first surface that I'm painting, since I'm painting over like a glossy surface, the paint's just like sliding all over the place. So I think the first coat's just gonna basically cover up that gloss, and then the second coat, hopefully we'll get a nice even color. All right, let's get to rolling. Also, check out my sweet painting stick. Link in description. I just finished up the first coat. Now obviously it's still drying, so it looks very streaky, but once it dries, all those streaks should go away. And like I was saying, I will have to do a second coat on this for sure. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Alan, this is really, really dark. Are you crazy? And yes, I am crazy. It's not quite as dark as it looks on camera. But the idea is, I'm going to be getting some new lights in here that will basically kind of brighten the space up. Let me tell you, I love the ceiling fan. It's just so bright, puts off such a nice light. So obviously the ceiling fan is going away. We're going to put a flush mount light up here. Now that's not going to put off a whole lot of light, but basically to just replace where the ceiling fan is. Then we're going to put 4 can lights in here, 1 in each corner. So those lights will just be used when I'm in here like editing or just kind of working on stuff in the office, not necessarily filming videos. And then whenever I'm filming, we're going to have a new like really big like light with a softbox kind of to use as a key light. My camera's going to be over here in this corner. The key light's going to be either mounted to the wall or the ceiling and kind of like point down. I'll be sitting like right here-ish. So imagine a big light right there pointing down. We're going to have a little hair light mounted to the ceiling here that'll point down on the back of my head just to kind of make me stand out from the background. And then back here, of course, we'll have the desk again with the LED strip lights on the back. We're going to have a couple of LED lights mounted up here that are like studio type lights that I'm going to use for like top-down videos. just for like unboxings and reviews, that kind of thing. So I could also turn that on during like a normal video just to give some light to the background if I wanted to. There's going to be another tiny little light here that's going to point on this wall, and I have a guitar hanging right here just to kind of like accent that guitar. So that'll be cool. So yeah, basically there's going to be a lot of lights in different places, and it's going to be very controlled. So I don't think it's going to be dark at all. Basically the idea is with this dark paint is just to avoid reflections, so I can control where I want the light to go. And then over here, we're going to have some LED lights mounted to the ceiling that will point down. I'm going to have my keyboard right here. So for my keyboard videos, we'll have like a top-down setup over there. All right, I'm going to spare you guys watching me paint the second coat, but I will show you guys what this looks like whenever I'm all done. It is now the next morning. I was able to get 2 coats on last night. Everything's dry now. And I thought I'd show you guys this in the daylight. It got a little too dark in here last night to really record. Yeah, so you guys can see what the color looks like. I really like it a lot. I'm not super happy with how my like baseboards turned out. If you guys can see, like there's some spots. Even with taping it, it just didn't get a super clean line. Yeah, so we'll wait and see though. Like I'll repaint this trim after we tear the carpet out, and we'll kind of see what that looks like. If it looks good, I'll stick with that. If it doesn't, I may end up replacing those baseboards with just like a new baseboard that doesn't have layers of paint and old caulk and stuff like on it. So yeah, there we go. I guess that's all there is really to say about that. I think that's going to wrap it up for the first episode of the Dream YouTube Studio build. Next step's going to be, like I said, tearing the carpet out and repainting all the trim, repainting like the trim around the windows and the doors also. And then while the carpet's out of here, we're going to also have those can lights installed just while there's nothing in here that can get messed up. So I still need to see, we're going to have some people do that for us. So I need to see how quickly they can get to that. And obviously we'll have someone replace the carpet. We won't do that ourselves. But hopefully within like the next month, we can have both of those things done and kind of have like the main setup of the room ready to go. Then from there, it will just be like adding lights and background stuff, new cameras, things like that. So yeah, really, really excited. Thanks for watching this first episode. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. See you guys in the next one.